5:30, there might be more coming.
Oh yes, he comes.
What do I say?
5:27.
5:27. We have 3 minutes then. Occupy yourself for a couple of minutes.
Here comes Mr. Hall.
Oh, we can start now.
Wait till he sits.
Hardly rung John out.
Early.
Went to the pub.
Yeah, let's get this over and done with so we can eat.
Oh, we're right to go.
Let's remember that.
Righto, thank you.
That's great.
You're right to go. Thank you.
Doctor?
Welcome to tonight's special council meeting to elect the Mayor and Deputy Mayor. Section 71 of the Local Government Act generally prescribes the requirements for tonight, and as CEO I will chair the meeting until the councillors elect the new Mayor. So let's go through the agenda. Item 1, acknowledgement. We, the Greater Shepparton City Council, begin today's meeting by acknowledging the traditional owners of the land which now comprises Greater Shepparton. We pay respect to their tribal elders, we celebrate their continuing culture, and we acknowledge the memory of their ancestors. Item 2 is the privacy note. This public meeting is being streamed live via Facebook page and made available for public access on our website, along with the official minutes of this meeting. All care is taken to maintain your privacy. However, as a visitor in the public gallery, it is assumed that your consent is given in the event your image is broadcast to the public. It is also assumed that your consent is given to the use and disclosure of any information that you share at the meeting, including personal or sensitive information, to any person who accesses those recordings or minutes. Item 3 are apologies. I don't think we have any apologies. There's a full house tonight, so that's nil. 4 is the declaration of conflict of interest. Does any councillor have a conflict of interest they wish to declare? Nope, thank you. Right, on to item 5.1, the mayoral position description. There's a recommendation on page 2 of the agenda. Would a councillor like to move a motion?
Move the recommendation, Mr. Chairman, as printed on page 2 of the agenda, that the mayoral position description be adopted.
Thank you, Councillor Hazelman.
Second the motion, Mr. Chairman.
Would any other councillor like to speak to the motion? No. Councillor Hazelman, would you like to say anything?
Evening opening.
Even opening would be good.
Yes, absolutely, we will.
If you work with me, Pete, we'll get there.
Yeah, would you like to say anything?
Look, it's a comment I think I've made a few times in the past, but I think this municipality was the first in the state to actually adopt a position description many, many years ago, and it soon became taken up by the MOV as a recommended standard across Victorian councils, and I think it's an appropriate document to have that it enables the council to annually reflect on the role of the mayor, and it's appropriate that at this statutory meeting that it is formally adopted each year.
Very good.
No, thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Second, like to say
No,
anything?
thank you.
No. Would any other councillor now like to say anything? Nope. That being the case, well, Chris, would you like to have any closing comments? No, you wouldn't. You've said all you needed to. Good. I'll now put the motion to the vote. All those in favour? All those against? Motion is carried. Thank you. Item 5.2, election of mayor. There's a recommendation on page 5 in relation to the mayoral term as a starting point. Would any councillor like to move a motion?
I'm happy to move that, Mr. Chairman, that the motion on page 5 that the mayoral term be set for a period of 1 year.
Thank you. And do we have a seconder?
I'll second that, Mr. CEO.
Councillor Giovanetti, would you like to
There's nothing
talk to
much
that motion?
really to comment on, Mr Chairman, apart from the fact this is traditionally what Greater Shepparton City Council has done for a number of years. There may be changes in the future in relation to legislation, but as it stands at the moment, we need to determine that term every year, and normally it's a 12-month term.
Addison.
No, I think Councillor Giovanetti summarised it pretty well. There is discussion at state level regarding making a 2-year term, which does make a lot of sense. But then our council's position is to have 1 year and then the option, which I believe is a better option, in case you do happen to get someone that doesn't perform the job as well as they could possibly do, and you're not tied to 2 years. And I'm certainly not talking about that in this case.
Very good. Thank you.
I get out of trouble with that.
So I'd like to speak to this motion. No? Any closing remarks?
No, Mr Chairman.
Good. I'll put the motion to the vote. All those in favour? Those against? Motion is carried. That takes us to the election of the Mayor. I now call for nominations for the position of Mayor.
Great, thank you. I take great pleasure in nominating Councillor Kim O'Keefe for this position.
Yeah. O'Keefe, do you accept that nomination? Very good. Are there any other nominations?
Do we need a seconder for that first one?
Any other nominations? There being no other nominations, I duly declare Councillor O'Keefe the Mayor for the next term. Well done.
Was closer than I thought it would be.
Councillor O'Keefe, come forward, take the seat, and you may wish to say a few words.
Somebody did it.
Thank you very much and good evening everyone. It is such a privilege and an honour to be nominated again as the Mayor of Greater Shepparton, and I'm absolutely delighted and thank you very much. It has been an extraordinary year, it's been a big year, and as a wonderful first term I will tell you it's been such a learning curve, but I am a very hard worker and I've been really enjoying the learning capacity of this role, but also the opportunity coming in stronger in my second term. So I'd like to thank all my fellow councillors, also CEO Peter Harriott for his support this past year. Our directors here tonight, thank you very much for the ongoing support I know I will receive, and also all council staff, because it's such a big organisation and it takes a lot of people to do the things that we all do. All of us sitting here at the table tonight, we depend on that extra support. So I'd also like to say I'm also looking very much forward to supporting and working hard for the people across Greater Shepparton and our municipality. It's as I said, it's a privilege and it's an honour, and we will all work very hard together, and I'm really looking forward to the positive things that are happening across Greater Shepparton to continue. I'd also like to take this opportunity to thank Councillor Seema Abdullah for your support as Deputy Mayor to me this past 12 months. Thank you. And again to all my fellow councillors. I'm very excited to be in this position again, so thank you. All right, councillors, that now takes us to item 5.3 on page 7 for the election of Deputy Mayor. There is a recommendation also on page 7. Would a council like to move the recommendation?
I'll move the recommendation, Madam Mayor, in relation to the recommendation on page 7, points 1, 2, please.
Thank you very much. Do I have a seconder, please?
I'll second the motion, Madam Mayor.
Thank you very much, Councillor Adam. Councillor Zavay, would you like to speak to that motion?
No, thank you, Madam Mayor. It's self-explanatory.
Thank you very much, Councillor Adam.
Ditto, Madam Mayor.
Would any councillor wish to speak to the motion? Any councillor wish to speak against the motion? We'll now go to the vote. All those in favour? Motion carried, unopposed. I would now like to call nominations for a councillor to fill the position of Deputy Mayor.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. I'd like to nominate Councillor Shelley Sutton.
Thank you very much. Councillor Sutton, do you accept that nomination? Thank you very much. Do we have any other nominations? I'd now like to declare that duly elected Deputy Mayor is Shelley Sutton. Thank you very much.
Did you accept it?
That was easy, that one.
would you like to speak to the recommendation?
I'll just say a couple of words. It's a real pleasure to be elected Deputy Mayor for the next 12 months. I was only elected 2016, so I've worked 2 years at Council, and it's been a very good learning experience, and I've developed new skills, knowledge, understanding of the role of the councillor in the local government areas. And after a lot of discussion with Bob and thinking about this, I'm really happy to go to the next level, and actually closing my business in May, I find I'm able to commit more time to council, and I'll be available to back you up, Kim.
Very good.
And other councillors as required, and I'm looking forward to the next 12 months. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Shell. All right, councillors, I can now declare the meeting closed. That was a quick one, but as I said, really looking forward to the next 12 months moving forward. Thank you.